Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you to another session of our industry-oriented training on Python programming for AI and data analytics. Over the past few sessions, we have built a strong foundation in Python by learning about variables, data types, operators, type conversion, and string manipulation. Today, we take the next step by putting these concepts into practice through a hands-on programming session. Today's practical session focuses on developing simple Python applications, including calculators and unit converters. These projects may seem straightforward, but they bring together many of the concepts we have learned so far and demonstrate how individual programming elements work together to solve real problems. Writing complete programs is one of the best ways to strengthen your understanding of Python. As you build these applications, you'll gain confidence in structuring code, handling user input, performing calculations, and presenting meaningful output. Skills that form the foundation for more advanced software development and AI applications. I encourage everyone to code along, experiment with different approaches, and don't hesitate to ask questions throughout the session. Programming is a skill best developed through practice, and today's session is an excellent opportunity to do exactly that. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Mehchan, whose practical approach to teaching and extensive expertise in Python, artificial intelligence, and machine learning continues to make this session both engaging and industry oriented. With great pleasure, I invite Dr. Meherchand to kindly lead us into today's practical session. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, dear face, for the nice introduction and good evening, all of you. Welcome back in our ongoing sessions of the industry training program and many content and the fundamentals related to Python we have discussed in the previous sessions. And each day in each session, the complexity will increase. But still, if you have any issue and step by step, we have to resolve this. So first, I would like to ask from ARC. Yes. Can you please share your screen? What type of the problem you are facing? Yeah, you can share your screen. So before starting the session, there are two issues from the participant. And then after we start our new topic today, can you please share your screen? Okay, I do my from my side. Actually, the problem was uh, how we can use the files which I am sharing with you. Okay, actually, the thing is when you get to any file, see the extension, which type of the file is there. Okay, just like .pdf, .docs, .excel, etc. CSV. Okay, so here the file extension we have is this is my screen. These are the Jupyter files. Okay, so I have opened the Jupyter. Yes. So when you will open the file, see the extension. Okay, so show the header. Okay, see here. This is the extension. Okay, so after IPYNB, this is the extension. Okay, so if the extension is IPYNB, these are the Jupyter files, and this will open only in Jupyter. And sometimes knowingly or unknowingly, when we are not familiar about, and we are always try to open all type of the file whenever we get on the WhatsApp. Okay, so WhatsApp will open on the WhatsApp. We can open few files just like a doc file, or sometimes Excel file also we can open, or PDF files. But this is the programming file. So we are not able to open this file on WhatsApp directly. So otherwise, you can transfer this file in your Google Drive. Then after you can open this file. Or otherwise, you have to use Jupyter notebook, and after that importing this file there you can do. So now the thing is how you can do. Okay, so here you can see when you will open the Jupyter notebook, okay, so this will appear like in this way. So the file which I am sharing with you is in my WhatsApp, in your WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp group you can see here, and in this WhatsApp group I share yesterday this file. Okay, I can download from this place, and in the same way you will download. If you will double click on it, this will not open. Okay, so what you will do, here I have VS Code also. So there this will open directly, but we are using Jupyter. So what you will do, this file is now in my download directory. You can see this is my download directory. Okay, and after downloading this file, you can see on the top, I want to open this file in my download in my Jupyter notebook. Okay, so I will open this Jupyter notebook. So first, if you are directly open the file, then you will check the download directory from here. Okay, so this is my download directory. Yes, this is the download directory. First, I will open my download directory, and in this download directory, I have the file. This is the lecture file. Okay, this is the lecture file. This one is the file which I downloaded from WhatsApp recently. And when I will click on it, this will open. And you can see everything is there, and you can do all type of the operations which you want to perform. There is no issue in this file. Okay, all the uh, programming statements which we have put here in the code shell will work properly. There is no any kind of the error inside this file. Okay, so this is the way how you can upload the file and how you can do open. So if you are doing parallelly, you can try once again, and still if you have the problem, you can clear the doubt. So this is the right approach to open any Jupyter file in Jupyter Notebook. Any doubt now? Is it clear? So now I am asking one from one more participant. Okay, Chidra, it is clear.
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, so Ravneet Kaur, yes, share your screen.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes, sir. So like when I trying to enter any like my name Ravneet, when I trying to put the R letter, this will happen. What else?
Control and enter here.
One second, sir.
You have restart the kernel. Name is equal to input. Why on the right hand side there is some space?
So 1 minute, sir. I will start it.
No. You are doing some. Close this. Close this interface, please. Close this one. Close all the files. Close all the files. Yes. Close this entire interface. Close everything. Close this also. Yes, everything close. Now come to here at the bottom. Type here Anaconda. At the bottom. No, not in Google. Not in the Google. Come to at the bottom left side. Left side there is a box. But you did not install Anaconda in your system. Where is the icon?
Then I installed it.
Yeah, here.
This is
Yes,
it.
click on this. Yeah, open this file.
Yeah.
No, directly click on the icon.
Oh, she's no installed.
1 minute, sir.
Type here Anaconda. Click on the icon. Click on it.
I don't know why it's not opening. 1 minute.
This will take some time.
1 minute.
It is opening. It will take time. It will take some time. Okay, when this file will open, then you can ask again, reshare the screen. Okay, so this will take few seconds.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, meantime, click on OK. Inside there is OK. Click on it. Yes.
So in the meantime, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can ask.
So like you send that file on WhatsApp, I tried to open that file, but it is opening in VS Code. How can I open in Jupyter Notebook? Actually, I joined the lecture late, so I missed that.
Okay. Yes. Actually, you have to first you have to open Anaconda, then open the Jupyter Notebook. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
From that place, now we are going to explain the same thing. But your system
Okay.
is very slow. Okay. See now, Ramneet, please unshare the screen. Please do unshare the screen.
1 minute, sir.
Yes. My screen is visible now. So when your Anaconda navigator will open and all the other participant, okay, ma'am, according to your question. So this is the Anaconda navigator interface. You can see all the applications are there. Our entire workshop is concerned with Jupyter Notebook. Here you can see the my cursor, okay, and from this place you will launch this Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. Just you are required to click on it. Okay, so just I have already launched the Jupyter Notebook. You can see, yes. So when the Jupyter Notebook will launch, this is the local host. Okay, and Ramrit, this is the problem you have opened through, I think, by using on the cloud base. Okay, we are using local host if you are using Anaconda. See, this is the local host. Okay, so when you will open this Jupyter notebook, this is the interface. All the directories which are in your system will be available here. You can see all these are the directories from your system. Okay, now if I want to open the file which is available in my download directory. Okay, so recently I have downloaded one file which I have shared with you yesterday on WhatsApp. Okay, and the same file is available in my download directory. You can see this is the file. I want to open this file, okay, from download directory. So here, this is the download directory. I will click on it. This download directory will open. Okay, inside when I will scroll down. When I will scroll down, and you can see here, this is the file. Lecture 5 type conversion and string manipulation 1.1. Actually, 2 times I downloaded, that's why I have 1.1.ipynb extension. And same you can see here. This is the top file. So now I can open here. Just I require to select this file, then enter. This is the file. Okay, now you can do everything which you want. Everything is there. You can manipulate, you can write your own code, you can run this code, okay, and check all this. And if you want to run entire file, just you are required to click on at this place. Okay, now Ravneet, your question is concerned about yesterday also you were asking, but I don't know why this problem is happening with you, which are very quite simple. See once again, just you can store here the name, this is the string, okay. By using the input function, right? You are using input function. And here, this is the string. What you will do? Enter your affiliation. Okay. Then print. Here, I will use name. So when I will execute this one, control and enter. So here I will put my affiliation with my name, Meherchand. Okay, then Department of Mathematics. Then BFGI Batinda, India. Okay, so this is my affiliation. When I will enter and other things is going well, no issue. Okay, and syntax are correct. Also, this syntax I have shared already with you in the WhatsApp group, and you can use directly once. And when this will work in your file, you can try other things. And also the today's lecture, we have lot of input functions application for various prompts. Okay. So today, what I have done, I have prepared the file so that in the minimum time I can cover all the examples. And when our file is ready to use, and there are various examples, one file I will cover myself, and the second file you will cover yourself. Okay, so there are 2 files. And here in the second file, there are some examples related to machine learning. So in the first one, we have some formulas. Okay, so quickly we can cover all these files. Some examples I will cover from the lecture 6, and some example I will cover from additional. So that the remaining part you can easily cover. I am perfect audible. My voice is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, okay, thank you. So here you can see, first I am covering this one. So here, average sensor reading. So the examples which we choose here to discuss here, actually when we do some scientific computing and some AI calculations. AI calculations means which the examples which support or helping in writing the program to develop some intelligent tool. Okay, so all these examples which I have chosen here are associated with scientific computing, and as well as just like machine learning, deep learning, AI. But right now we are not doing AI or machine learning models. Just these are the very, very, very small parts which can help you while writing the code. Just like you want to write your machine learning model or prediction model, recommendation model. In that case, these small operators will help you to write your code perfectly. Okay, sometimes if we are not familiar about these basic fundamental functions which are helping in the writing code. Okay, otherwise, after the 2 or 3 sessions, you will have only the statistical or mathematical or the you can say machine learning algorithms. So there, these are the essential part when you will do this type of the calculations. And one more thing for the scientific computing means not only for the calculation related to mathematics or physical science, engineering science, but the scientific computing is very essential for all type of the intelligent tool which you want to develop. Okay, so various algorithms, sometimes statistical analysis is there, mathematical applications are there. So with the help of scientific computing and the computing which we are doing by using Python and its libraries. Okay, we are going to start very soon. Libraries which are very essential part, and all these will help you to write and coding part. And the main purpose of these libraries is to reduce your efforts. Okay, just you are required to call the functions, import the library, and then after you can use. So many things we are going to cover in the coming sessions related to the machine learning or the scientific computing and AI. Okay, so here you can see I have the sensor 1, sensor 2, sensor 3. So we are have the float values, and we are putting there the readings. Okay, so we can have any reading, and here we are calculating the average of these 3 sensors. What is the average? Okay, so this is the same way, just like if you will execute. Uh, so here you will use the input function, and then after when you will use input function, the input which you will enter will be string, but we are required numerical value. For that, either you will convert in the integer or float. Okay, float will cover both. But if you have only the integer value, then you can use int. But sometimes we have the mixed values, just like some values are integer, some are float values. So the best way is to use here float function. So this float which you are using here automatically convert this input function into float value, which will the numerical. Otherwise, if you are using only input and when you will enter, this 12 will become string. Okay. And if you have the 2 strings, then we are not able to these numbers. Okay. So this will be problem for you. So when you will execute, you can see, you can take any values. I am taking a 12, then I am taking 56 and 45. Okay. So this is the average of these 3 sensor according to the readings. Okay. We can have any values. So here, if you want to check the body mass index, the formula for the body mass index we have is weight upon height square. This is the formula. So we are required 2 inputs. One is the weight and other is height, and both will be in the float. So here you can see the input value is weight, and here we are taking height, and both we are converting here float value. So here weight will be stored and here height will be stored, and BMI, this is the formula. Okay, weight upon height square. And the calculation after doing will store inside BMI. Okay, and also we are using here round function. Yesterday I shared with you a list yesterday before, I think. Okay, where you are required to go through all these details only. Keep in mind some of the formulas when will appear. Okay, at the same time, we are not able to remember all the formulas in a single reading. But as soon as you will study and you will try to use So automatically these functions will be familiar to you, and whenever we need, you will use these functions. So here we are using the round BMI, comma 2. Okay, so here when we will enter, we will execute these values, control and enter. So suppose that height is 6, weight is 60, weight is 60. Then enter, and height is 5.6. So this is the BMI index. And here you can see after dot we have 2 digit. That is because of this 2, which you can see. Okay, depend upon how many digit after the decimal you want to use. So you can take 1, you can use 2, you can use 3, you can use 4. Okay, and one more important part which will help you, that is the data normalization, minimum maximum scaling. Can you please anyone let me know about the data normalization? Anyone? If you are familiar about this one? Are you anyone familiar? Have you listened about this function? So this is the minimum maximum scaling when we are dealing with the data set. Okay. Sometimes in the data set regarding one particular variable or two variable, the values are very high, just like 50,000, 70,000, 1.5 lakh and 2 lakh, 3 lakh, in this way. So the problem is that when you want to develop any intelligent tool and you have very large data set, just like you have about 50,000 rows are there and 5 are the features or variable. Okay, so if one or two variable have this type of the large values, so this will make a very complex problem, very complex calculation. Okay, whether of course we are using computing tool, but still this will take much time. So to reduce this complexity, we can use data normalization, and by using this, the output value will remain same, but the value will be in the small size. Value will be reduced, but the output, or you can say features of the algorithm will remain same. There will be no impact by using by changing all the values in minimum maximum scaling. So here you can see the formula. We have the value, then in the entire data set, there will be unique values which are minimum and maximum. There are only two values. One will be minimum and the second will be maximum. Okay, so we want to convert all these values in such a manner that these become small in size by using this formula. As you can see here, value, this is the any value from the vector. Okay, suppose we have the vector form. There are 10 values starting from 150, 160, 161, 125, etc. Okay, so suppose that there is the minimum value is 100 and maximum value is 199. Okay, and the other values which lies between 100 and 199. And you want to scale any value which lies between these two. Okay, that is the particular value. Okay, so here value minus minimum upon maximum minus minimum. So this is the formula. By using this formula, you can normalize all the values. Just like if you are using here control and enter, and I am taking here to 2500 and enter. Second value I am taking here 4500. Then it is asking about the third value. And suppose that value lie between 2500 and 4500. I am taking here 3500 and enter. So you can see the value is 2.0. So in the place of 3500, we can use 2.0. Okay, so only by using this formula, you can reduce the size of the values, but only for machine learning. Keep in mind, we use this data normalization when we have the large values in our data set and to reduce the complexity. In that case, we use this data normalization to reduce the value size. Okay, so in the place of 3500, you can see the value is very small. Okay, in this way, the range from any value you can take. Okay, there will be two minimum and maximum value. Okay, from that place we can easily reduce all these values in such a way we can normalize. And by using, if you are taking this value, these values, okay, you know addition, subtraction, or the other operations will be complex if you have data set more than 1000 or 2000. So if you are taking these values, so the addition, subtraction, or the all type of the arithmetic operations which you want to use or which can be applicable have very less complexity. Okay, and in the backend, we are not required heavy RAM or the other size. So this type of the calculation Python can easily do by using normalization. Then also you can see there is a Celsius to Kelvin. This example you have done already. You will try yourself. Okay, the distance formula also we have tried in the previous session. And here we are using by taking the input values. Okay, x1, y1, x2, y2. So here I have already executed this file. And this is the formula you can see here. Okay, so here the formula which we are using, we are not using sqrt function. We are using the power 0.5. The meaning of 0.5 is square root. Okay, here you can see x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, then whole power is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So these values I entered here, and the distance between these 2 point x1 y1 and x2 y2 I have is 32.55. Similarly, this is the speed calculator. You can try yourself density calculator, force, kinetic energy. Okay, so these are related to physical science problems. And easily, if you are dealing, if anyone, you are from physical science background, so all these formulas you can see here, and you can just assign the values and apply the formulas which are required to calculate the force calculator, kinetic energy calculator, okay, and density calculator. So if you want to start from this place, you can do just by using, and here we are required to enter mass in kg. You can take here 50. Okay, then volume, you can take here any value. Okay, and this is the density you can see here. Okay, so by using this formula, you can calculate the density corresponding to the values of mass and volume. And this is the formula, mass upon volume, to get density. So the formulas along with the here. So what values are required according to the formula? Then you are required to enter the value by using input function. Okay, and use the formula, store the values inside one variable. We are using here density. Okay, density, comma, this will be kg mq. Okay, so if you want to print along with the density value, you have to use its you can say scale, like to print along with. Similarly, you can calculate the force calculator is here. Okay, force will be equal to mass into acceleration. So here you are required to store the mass value, then acceleration, and you can execute and give the values. So these are the formulas which are associated with physical problems. Okay, so all other examples you can try yourself, and here I have AI data accuracy. Okay, this is required to discuss here. So up to 11 examples. You must try yourself. These are very simple, nothing new, but only we are converting or we are using the Python code to calculate these values. Our new thing is going to start from this place. AI dataset accuracy. Okay, so when you have the some type of the prediction, so you are required to check the prediction is whether is it correct or not, and if this is correct, then how much is the correctness in the or how much is accuracy in our model. So these are the simple inputs are there and formulas along with, and this will help you some basic fundamentals. Okay, so when you will apply the machine learning model or algorithm, we are required to check the output values, whether sometimes if we have the accuracy is more than 99%, still we are not able to say, we are not confirmed that the model is correct or not. So we are required multiple tests. Okay, so further study is also very, very important. So this will be included in the coming sessions, but here we have the very simple examples. So whenever these expressions will appear in the coming sessions, after completing the libraries which we are required to use. Okay, and then after we will start to work on the data set. And for the data set, then during that time, fundamentals of the machine learning models, deep learning, data science, etc., we have to clear. Only then we are able. But these are the formulas which you can see how you can use to check the correctness, control and enter. So if the correct prediction, here we have to enter some value. Okay, how many correct predictions are there? Okay, if there are 1000 prediction, but all are not correct. Okay, some may be incorrect. Okay, so how here suppose that we have 5 to 5, these are the correct prediction, and the total prediction we have is 1000. Okay, so this is the percentage 52.5% model accuracy. So as much as we have the you can take here, suppose that it is 980. Okay, and from 1000. Okay, so here 98% is there. Okay, but here we have only the entering and we are using the formula, but this will help you when you will deal with the real data set. Okay, here you can see we have the precision calculator. So what are the precision calculator, what are precision and what are the recall, we will study in the very detail. But here TP means true positive. Okay, so actually here I don't have any marker right now. So when we have any statement, see, when we have any statement, that will be either true or false. Okay, and in the prediction also that the same statement will be either true and false. So if we have you can say the actual prediction is true and prediction is also true, then we have true positive. Okay, and similarly we have the false positive when we have a true and the other is false. Okay, so this is the false positive. So we are required to enter here true positive value and false positive value, and this is the formula to check precision. So when true positive upon true positive plus false positive, this is the formula for precision. Okay, so when we will deal with the real model, and there this will applicable, and when we will get the value from the actual data set, then we are required to analyze. Okay, so here just we have the simple formulas. In the coming session when we will use for the real data set, because that place we have the large data set, and then we will discuss about detail what are the meaning of these values when we get the report about the data set after applying any machine learning model. So there, these formulas will help us. Okay, control and enter. So here is a true positive value is suppose that I have 12. And the first positive I have is 21. Okay, so this is the precision. And similarly, we have is the recall. So there is a very little difference between precision and recall. So here you can see this is the formula TP upon true positive plus false negative. Okay, these values are required. So this is the actually we have the matrix, and from that matrix we can get these values. And when we have these values, we have to use to calculate these recall and precision, then F1 score. So these three parameters will help, very helping in the machine learning model to check whether our model is accurate or not, and how much accuracy is there. Okay. So you are required to enter here the values for the same, and the value of suppose that true positive is 12 and first negative value is 32. So the recall we have is 0.27. Okay, actually this is the 27%. Actually, this is 27.27%. Okay, and if we want to calculate the F1 score, okay, this is the formula. You have calculated the value of precision in the above two formula, and one is recall. So F1 score will be calculated by this formula. So when next time we will use these formulas, you must be keep in mind what is the formula of to calculate F1 score. Okay, what is the formula to calculate precision and recall? Okay, you have to remember these formulas when you will apply for machine learning models. Okay, so here these values which we calculate in the above two formula, we can use it here directly, and this formula will calculate F1 score. Okay, and this will be very helping in the use of evaluation of the machine learning model. Okay, so if you want to execute, you can do, just you are required to enter. So the first value we have is 0.36 precision, 0.36. Okay, I'm taking only 2 digit, and then second we have is 0.27. Okay, so this is the F1 score corresponding to precision and recall. Okay, these three values are very, very important to study the machine learning model. Okay, in the detail, we will discuss when we have the actual data set and we are developing some machine learning model. Then pixel brightness average, if you want to check, you are required to enter these values. Try yourself, okay? Only we have the formula to get the average P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 upon 4. RGB to grayscale. Okay, actually, whenever we are using any green color image, okay, color image contain 3 major colors: red, green, and blue. So the by using these combination, we have the color image. And these 3 color images are nothing but we have same size of the arrays, same size of the matrix. Okay, so in this will be in the 3 layer type. So whenever you will import any image in MATLAB, and you will see that the 3 layers will be there for different values and set of the matrices of the same size, but the numerical values in each will be different. Okay, so by using several operations on these 3 layers, we have the image processing. Okay, so sometimes you are cropping the image if you are getting some application in your mobile. Okay, so you are not cropping the image, and in the behind you are taking the submatrix of the matrix. Okay, sometimes we are changing the color. So we are not changing the color, we are changing the values of the numerical value, which are of red, green, blue. So this is also very interesting part when you will, if you are interested to work on image processing. So all the things when you will operate behind this matrix algebra play very, very important role. So here when you will take the average of these three color, so this will convert in the grayscale. Okay, what do you mean by the grayscale? Can you please anyone let me know? What is the meaning of grayscale? Anyone please?
Well, only black and white image.
Yeah, totally black and white. Actually, there are various shading between black and white. So suppose that it is starting from white and when it will move towards black. So slowly it will become dark. And at the end we have the darkest black. Okay, in between there are several colors of white and black. Okay, so this type of the just like we are uh, used in black and white TV. Okay, so the images which we are seeing there are not black and white. That was grayscale. Okay, so if this will be perfect black and white, then we don't have the image which is in black and white. So there are various colors of the black as well as white. Okay, depend upon their scale. That's why we are using here the term grayscale. The TV was not a black and white. That was grayscale TV. But we are using and saying black and white. Okay, there is no black and white image. The images always are in grayscale. Okay, so this is the way. And if you want to get the grayscale value, just you are required to put the values of the color. Okay, so if you will try. Okay, actually, when you will convert these images in the grayscale, so that depend upon the values of the color. Okay, and when you will convert any image in the digital format, you will have three layers as I told you. So one is the matrix based on the red color. Second will be the matrix based on the green color. And third will be the matrix based on blue color. Okay, so here we are assigning the values. And the values lies between, I think, actually very long time I use work on it, about 7, 8 years or before. But the values, minimum value is 0 and highest value, I think 165 or 145, etc. Okay,
So
we can use the,
255, maybe
Five
255.
five
how
two
much?
five five 255.
255.
Yes, sir. 0 to
Okay,
255.
okay, you are working on it. So we are taking 125,
सर
255.
जो 00 वैल्यू होती है ना उसका तो वाइट कलर होता है और जो
हाँ, yes, yes.
यस सर और जो 2525 होती है तो वो ब्लैक कलर
वो ब्रेक भी
मे
हो
बी
जाएगा.
वाइस
राइट राइट राइट, यस
यस
यस. तो इसी प्रकार वो स्केल जो चेंज होता जाता है ना.
यस सर
So by taking these values, we have this grayscale value. Okay, here these are the values for red, green, blue, but this color will be in grayscale. Okay. So this is the scientific experiment average. You can try yourself. Okay, this is the AI dataset. This is the last example. Okay, so here we have the AI data set information. First, we have the data set name, control and enter. Suppose that here is population. Okay, then number of the samples, how many samples we have? Suppose that we have 10,000. 10,000 are the sample. Then number of the features. What do you mean by the number of the feature? What do you mean by the number of the features? Just like if you
ये
want
भी
to
सर
study
जो
the
सिमिलर होगा, सिमिलर फीचर्स
yes, please. Feature
हाँ,
means
जो सर सिमिलैरिटी बेस्ड होगा मे बी
for example, okay, no problem. Just like if you want to study about the people, population, okay, what do you want to study? Suppose that we have the study related to health concern. So we will check weight, height, temperature, okay, or blood pressure. So these are the features, and we observe 10,000, and the data set is population. Okay, and features we choose here 12, or you can say in the other words, variables. Okay, so these are the features. How many features we are choosing for our study? So this is the dataset information. Okay, and the main important here is how you can print this statement. The last one, population contains 10,000 samples and 12 features. See here. This is the placeholder. This is the placeholder. Placeholder. Okay. So here dataset name. Okay, name which we enter here, that is the dataset name. Name will be automatically. Just I put here population, so you can see the population contains. Then this is the second placeholder. Okay, here is the samples 10,000 and features 12. Okay, so just you are required to understand this part, how we are using. Okay, and here if you want to give the heading /n dash 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 dataset information. So this is the report about the dataset. Okay, because of this statement which you can observe.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था
हाँ
सर,
बोलिए।
जो प्रिंट के बाद सिंगल एफ लगाए तो वो फ्लोट को रिप्रेजेंट करता है, कुछ और मीन्स है उसका?
दोबारा बोलना।
जो प्रिंट के साथ जो एफ लगाया लास्ट में कोड में, तो वो
हाँ,
फ्लोट को रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि
नहीं,
कुछ
ये
और?
फ्लोट को नहीं करता, ये एक्चुअली के फंक्शन को यूज कर रहे हैं टू मैनेज प्लेस वैल्यूज। ओके, जब आप प्लेस वैल्यू और को जब आप देते हो, उस केस में हम इसको यूज करते हैं।
ओके
एक्चुअली
सर,
दिस इज
थैंक
द
यू।
एंटायर स्ट्रिंग, this is the entire string. Just like you can see here also we are using the string. ये string हमारे पास, बट यहाँ पे क्या है कि हम डायरेक्ट जो वैल्यूज हमारे पास यहाँ पे आ रहा है, here we are using the string at this part. Okay, and here the value which we are entering is also we have a string, but by using this statement we are combining two string. Okay, which will return as it is. Okay, the value which is stored inside at the base will be used directly to print here. But by using this f function with the placeholder, so where you will use the placeholder, and this is the, you can see this is the entire string. Okay, so the data set, the value which we will store here automatically will print here, and here is again we have the string, then samples is the placeholder, and the value which you will enter here will be print at this place. Okay, and also at this place. So this is the complete entire string and multiple values we are entering by using the placeholder function. Okay, the same thing you can use by you can do by using only this function also, but this will be a little bit complex. You can do just like I am using here. You can see I am using here print. you can use here print. Okay, so first you are required to print the data set. This is the data set. Okay, so here you will use data set. Then we can try and see what happen. Then after we have the string. Okay, contains. Here you will write. Here you will write contains. Okay, then again you have this value samples. The samples will store here in this variable. Copy and paste here. Okay, then we have this part. You have to use again, then comma features. So actually the thing is, when you will try yourself or you have arise any question, then you must play with the code. Features, and here is in the string. Control N. So here I put the data set population. Then 1000. Then 12. Okay, you can see same thing is there. Okay, but by using this F function, we can manage easily. This is simple as compared to this one. Okay, and you can see in the both the way, we have the same output. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here we have is the again machine learning training test separate calculator. Okay, so when you will work on the machine learning models, okay, so here the terms which will be used in the machine learning, so this will help and will make familiar to you which terms will be used in the coming sessions. Okay, so here you can see the total sample. Sample means how much you have the data set. Okay, there will be two parts when you will train the model. So the large data set is used to train the model and less data is used for the testing. Okay, from the sample data set. So suppose that you have 100 samples. So 20 to 30% we use only for testing, and 70 to 80% will be used for training the model. Okay, so training and testing, these are essential part. So here we have the how we can check all this. Just like you can see when you will I will execute control and enter. So first we have the total number of the samples, how large we have the data set. I have 10,000. Then the percentage. Okay, so percentage we will take 0.2. 0.2 means 20%. Okay, so you can see zero 0.2. Okay, here we are using the percentage only. Okay, we have 100 divided by 100 already at this place. So you have to use like in this way, then 20. Okay, so this is the way. But in when you will use this is a term in algorithm. At this place you have to use this like for the 20%. We will use 0.2 only. Okay, So here we have the formula how you can split the data set. So the entire data set will be divided in two parts. One is the training sample and other part is for testing. Okay, here training percentage we are using 20. Similarly, we have the learning rate to display. Actually, the learning rate means the value in which rate we are training the model. So the learning rate will be always just like 0.1, 0.001, 0.0001. So as much we have the large small value, we have more accurate learning. Okay, so value must be less than 1. Okay, so as much this will be small, we have the more accurate learning. Epoch, here is also one more term, epoch. You all are familiar about the iterations. Okay, so how many iterations are required? But in the case of machine learning, the same thing, we have the epoch. Actually, we have the long process of the calculation. Just like you are required input values, we have to add weights, then there will be bias value. Then after the summation function will be generated, we have to pass in the activation function, then we have the output value. So this entire process is one epoch. Okay, so how many epochs are required to train our model? In the detail, we will discuss by using the model and the images, but here we have the formula, just the general information is there. Okay, so if you want to check the same thing, so always take the learning rate we have is, suppose that 0.1 I am taking here. Okay, and the epochs we can take 500, we can take 1000, you can take 5000. Sometimes we are required 50,000, depend upon the data set. Okay, so there are various ways, and the algorithms will automatically, when the model is trained, it will stop automatically. Okay, so here I am taking 1000 iterations epochs. So you can see the training configurations. Learning rate we are choosing 0.1, and epochs we are taking 1000. So this depend upon the data set and the modules, which type of data set we have, and according to that we have to choose the value of learning rate as well as the epochs. Okay, then we have the next we have is the epoch and batch size. Okay, so here you can take control and enter. So the enter the total samples, suppose that we have is 10,000. Okay, and batch size you can take 200. You can take 100. And how many epochs you want to apply? Okay, so suppose that I am taking 1000. Okay, so if I have, so this is the calculation, you can see, if the sample size I have is 10,000 and batch size I am taking 200. Okay, and epochs I am taking 1000. So step per epoch will be 50, and total epochs will be 1000. Okay, so this is the calculation how you can do the step size. You can calculate by using this formula, samples upon batch size. Okay, in one batch, how many samples you are taking? Okay, so image resolution you can calculate by using this formula, control and enter. Okay, so you can use here, enter the image width pixel. So suppose that I have is 1080 and Suman, your mic is unmuted. Then suppose that this is at 20. So this is the total pixel resolution and image resolution. You can check. So these are the some more about the functions which we can use in the certificate notations, converter. Some of them we have discussed already, and some are new calculations are there. Just you are required, if you are required to calculate the probability by using Python. This is the formula: favorable event upon total. Okay, and then electric power calculator, Ohm law. These are the some scientific calculations. So all these you can do easily, and you must try. Research publication citation counter. Okay, if you want to calculate, we can do by using this formula. Okay, papers, then average citation and total citation. So this will calculate the total citations. And if you want to calculate the GPA, CGPA, so the formulas are given here. Okay, so just you are required to use all these formulas, and this is the most of the applications based on input function and how we can convert it in integer and float, and along with the formula. So this will help you if you have the formula, then how you can use input functions and how you can return the value. So here in the entire two files, various methods we have. Okay, some of them I try to present here, and the remaining you will try yourself. All the things, the methods which you can see here are quite simple, and everyone just you are required to execute and put the values and observe and read the formula. Formulas with respect to everyone is important. Okay, so just see the formula, and if you want to write your own self, okay, without taking any help from this code, and try yourself on. So if you are able to write the code without any help from the syntax which are available, so you will be perfect to use the input function, placeholder values, and how you can convert the formula to use the input function accordingly. Okay, so here various applications along with the formulas, and these will help you in the coming sessions when you will be able to write or to develop a machine learning model. So this is all about the today's session. Any question, please? Any more question, please?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay,
No, sir, thank you.
thank you to all. I think the planning which you have made are friendly for you. I mean to say, the flow of my presentation is appropriate to you.
Yes, sir, it's fine, sir.
Okay. Thank you to all. Dear Face, we can conclude the session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Again, thank you, sir.
Thank you to all. Thank you.
As we conclude today's practical session, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Mehchan for guiding us through the development of basic Python applications in such a clear and interactive manner. Today's hands-on exercises gave us the opportunity to apply the concepts we have learned over the past few sessions by building simple applications such as calculators and converters. These projects demonstrated how fundamental programming concepts come together to create functional programs and reinforce the importance of logical thinking and structured coding. One of the key takeaways from today's session is that programming is best learned through practice. Every line of code written and every problem solved helps build confidence and prepare us for more advanced applications in Python, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. I would also like to thank all participants for your active participation, enthusiasm, and willingness to code along throughout the session. Your engagement and curiosity continue to make this training program both productive and enjoyable. I encourage everyone to revisit today's programs, experiment by adding new features, and continue practicing beyond the session. Small projects like these are the stepping stones to developing larger and more sophisticated applications. Thank you all for your participation. Have a wonderful night, and we look forward to seeing you in the next session.
Thank you, dear participant, and good evening. Tomorrow we will resume the session at the same time. Good night.